Personalization is critical, I think, for creating that sense of intimacy at scale, which you can only do when you use digital technologies and you harness the data and the algorithms behind those. And we see it in a number of different, very specific use cases. This is very real stuff. So whether that's really understanding a consumer at an individual level in terms of what their level of customer advocacy would be, a predictive NPS score for each of your customers. We see a lot of companies moving towards that. We've obviously seen a large amount of offer recommendation tools and systems.
When you have an accurate and unified view of the customer, you can provide also very tailored response, and that increase also the competitive edge.
The idea that there is intelligent assistance that is making lives more convenient and enjoyable. If I think about my personal consumption of, musical streaming platforms, I have certainly found myself being introduced to music, to genres, to bands that I wouldn't have otherwise found. Based upon how I am listening, I am getting proactive recommendations about other things I'd be interested in.
With AI being at the fingertips of all agents, they should know everything about me, right? They should know what I've purchased before, where I've clicked before on the website. If I went to the website, if I've called before, they should have all that information at their fingertips. So when I'm talking to them, they should hopefully know everything about me. So it's very personalized.
The consumer has a greater expectation of some form of personalization, and it's almost like an Amazonization of society, in that we've seen Amazon recommending stuff to us very intelligently for 20 odd years now. And so that kind of personalization and really good service is something that we've seen in areas like e-commerce. And now I expect my gas company to behave like that, or when I interact with local government, I expect them to behave like that. And so, the expectations have been driven up and up by our experience across various different industries.